Black people have been hated for a very long time, and they are still hated even today, not only here, all over the world. Oprah Winfrey, she can't take a walk in her suburb, a morning walk in her suburb, without police stopping her. But what do you want here? Because it's an expensive suburb. And they don't expect a black person like this one is coming to steal the thing the director was speaking about, the one that we installed here. This one, there is a new thing here, he wants to steal it. What criteria do they use? It's a black person. So you see a black person, just give them love because they are hated everywhere. In China, it's even worse. The children, if you are dark, they keep on trying to clean you because they think you are dirty. They associate blackness with dirtiness. I mean, you've dressed up nicely, you took a nice shower in your beautiful clothes, and someone comes to say, it doesn't look like you took shower. You look different. And then you come back home, we do the same thing to you. So we see black people, and you see everyone, in particular black people, just show them love. Reassure them and tell them as many times as you can that they are being loved and their dignity shall be restored. Because our coming here to fixing plumber, to fixing electricity, to fixing doors, to repaint the whole thing, is just to say to you, we recognize you as human beings. Because for a very long time, we have not been regarded as human beings. You know, in my language, when you give someone money or you give them a present or give them something, I don't know how to say it in Xhosa, but untirile motho. Yeah, because we're not human beings. But anything that seeks to restore us and recognizes us as human beings, we appreciate. Why would you say undienze umntu if you know umntu? You know that I'm regarded as nothing. I'm not umntu. Wandienza umntu. That's why even when they give us a dilapidated RDP house, which is going to crack immediately when they leave, we clap hands and celebrate because undienza umntu, because in my standards, I should be in a shack. Because and umntu. Eh? Nyamazan. Slwanyan. So we don't want that with our people. We want every time we interact with them, they must know they are human beings and we shall restore their dignity. And our program everywhere we go should be about restoring the dignity of our people. How do you do that? You start with those who cannot do anything for you because you are genuine. You go to disabled children. They don't vote. They even if they vote, some of them are so incapacitated to a point where they can't go and vote. But just be nice to them because they are human beings. The problem with the current government, they can't do anything that doesn't have a tender inside. So tender means I'm going to get some money out of it. If it doesn't have money in it, we don't do it. There are so many things that don't have money. You can say whatever bad things you want to say about Zuma. Go and check the roads in KwaZulu-Natal. If there's anything the ANC has done well in Natal, was to build houses, the roads. There in Umhlanga, you will even think you are in New York. Zuma's legacy, we don't want to talk about it. But here in Eastern Cape, a person buys ambulances, scooter ambulance. I'm like, okay, that's fine, scooter ambulance, we are happy. Mara, this scooter is going to be driven on which roads? Because there are no roads in the Eastern Cape. That scooter is going to be stuck with the driver and the patient inside when it rains. So they should have tried it somewhere, the scooterization of ambulances, not here in Eastern Cape, because here we still have a big task of building our people proper roads in the Eastern Cape, connect them to tap water, because they still drink water with animals. 30 years into democracy. This is where President Mandela comes from. This is where Governor Mbeki comes from. This is where President Mbeki comes from. Krisani, Winnie Mandela, O.R. Tambo. We should be honoring this province with service delivery for having given us heroes and heroines of our struggle who put us where we are today. All of them, if you go and check their history, they all have a passage with P.E. Nelson Mandela, all of them. So, you should be swimming in a pool of service delivery. Eastern Cape was supposed to be an example of what we mean by service delivery, not what we mean by stealing qualifications by politicians, but chonchama qualification. It doesn't matter whether Skotlakele, we can be a Marcella and all of. Education is one thing we must never tamper with, because if we do that, all over the world we are rejects. Even if you got your masters in a correct manner, for as long as you are from Eastern Cape, West Fort Hare, education, the integrity of education and the intellectual capacity of any society is judged by the type of education they give to their people. Its integrity and its legitimacy. You can't give each other qualifications like you are giving each other fat cakes. Amagwinya. Pata vuyane. So you'll get 5. You're giving each other masters like you are giving each other ihaku. I know, we can't allow that. We need to protect our education and protect this Eastern Cape. It must never be a playground for Amasela. And that's what the old people and the people of Eastern Cape must unite as one voice. That Amasela must never have a playground in the province of Nelson Mandela and many other leaders who came from here.